it's Glam with a follow-up to yesterday's video about the Roswell floods, and now we have Poland flooding. So I'm simply going to share some facts and information. Again, I'll say right at the beginning, I am not saying cloud seeding causes flooding. But what I want to share with you is all the stuff that's happening in the huge field of weather modification that has been around since 1946. First of all, Europe is really big into cloud seeding. They're expecting a huge growth in weather engineering between now and 2032. Here's the important information. A lot of people have only just woken up to the idea of cloud seeding. Cloud seeding is old technology. It is so old. It is the musket of weather engineering. The new beans in weather engineering is nanotechnology, talking about how nanotechnology is going to be able to really control weather in a very fine-tuned manner and with much less moisture than is required for traditional cloud seeding that's been around since 1946. Instead of good old-fashioned sodium iodide, here's what we've got to look forward to floating around in our air. Titanium dioxide nanoparticles as a shell layer and sodium chloride crystal core. They are looking to sell this technology for commercial purposes, of course, because that's where the money is. And hopefully it will really be beneficial to people like farmers who need all the help they can get. But the farmers certainly need to know the research on what all that little chemistry set is going to do when it actually rains down on the crops. Not to mention the people eating the food. Not surprisingly, China's big on this too. They have a huge population. Who wouldn't be in on this? If I was the ruler of a country, I'd be looking into how to control the climate for my farming and maybe for some military defense purposes, which is exactly what is happening. Everybody's in on this, so don't think that this isn't weaponized as well. There's a list of things that NOAA recognizes as weather modification techniques that are acceptable, including lasers. In the UK, there's a company called Oliver's Travels, and for muchos dinero, they will pre-rain your wedding. More mainstream than you thought, right? Policy and regulation. Now, this is where it is the Wild West right now. From my research, it is really convoluted on the regulation front, right? Especially internationally. Like, is anybody questioning that China is going to cloud seed 5.5 million square kilometers? Are their neighboring countries having a say in this? And should they have a say? So these are the ethical things that need to really be agreed upon by our little rock that's hurtling through space. So establishing international guidelines and agreements to govern the use of cloud seeding and address ethical and geopolitical concerns. So that to me is some sound advice, and hopefully the powers that be will go in the right direction for everyone being impacted by these horrific weather situations that have been going on. I hope everyone is safe, and I hope this information has been useful. I've presented this factual information to help you make your own mind up and see where you stand and what role you're going to play in the development of the future of planet Earth when it comes to the weather. I'll see you in the comments. Take care.